Hello guys, welcome back again. So today we are back with our regular topics. So the history of India and Telangana, and along with that the myth of Aryans. The Aryans are the messengers of God. Those who believe for them and those who do not believe. But anyhow, we have started. We have started a regular sessions of the classes early in the morning. So good morning to all, and let us continue to our topic. So due to the lack of time and somewhat the universal flag I am going to explain you today. So while referring the books, I got many things here, and in the long classes I was explaining you about the great flood that was happened as per Vedas in the Manus and in the Manusmriti. Noah is called as Manu, the biblical character, prophet, the Mosaic prophet, or the Torah, the book of God, or as per them, and the Quran as per Islam. In that we find similar characteristics. Let us see what our history says. This is the book, The Origins of Hinduism in the Harappan civilizations, through the Harappan civilization. And here also it was mentioned that in Rig Veda we are having the similarities of great flood in the various books such as and various civilizations, Sumero-Akkadians, as well as in the Manusmriti, and in the at that time when the Harappa civilization was at its peak, so the priesthood came and it was flourished because of the character. Here we can see Manu. As it happens in the Sumerian mythology and iconography, god Enki is represented by a fish. So a fish was explained to the people by the priest, by the noble Brahmins or whatever, the followers of Ibrahim. So it was said that they heard it from the people who are coming to the Harappan land, and they taught them this. What once a time there was a great flood, and they named him as Manu as per their language, because these Elamite people and Indus Valley people are the from the genealogy, from the descendants of the Elam. Elam was a grandson of Noah. Noah is no one but Manu. These things you have to understand. And the Sapta Brahmana, and I have explained you what is the Sapta Sindhu region, where the first the civilization, Indus Valley civilization, our Indus Valley civilization was flourished, and from here we can hardly get the word Ayana or Arya or that like, and the people have started trade and commerce with other people, the people who lived after the flood, who departed at the various parts of land, along with the commanders, along with the messengers of God, along with the Aryans we can call them. So they got migrated towards Africa, this continent, Asian continent, and Europe, and whatever they came. So Elam was the great grandson of Noah. I was searching for him for a very long time. So now I got in the Manusmriti. I got him. So here, whenever the prophet leaves his body or the death comes to him, he was replaced by another prophet. Here in the Indian land, we can call him as avatars. As per the Sankhya Shastra, the philosophy, we have called him as avatar. And this avatar is no one but the person who lived a humble life. And after that, I have explaining about somewhat Jainism. After them, the Tritankara, the Rishabhanatha, the Buddha, the Buddhism, these people emerge. These are the humans, no one but humans. They are not having any supernatural powers. They are not having four hands, multiple heads. These people lived a right way. They followed the right path, and they passed this. And whenever a gap come to humans, they again gone astray. In the same way, here happened. So in order to study the history, we have to come from top to bottom or from the bottom to top. This is the way. See Mehula, or the dancing girl, the Zebubul of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro archaeological diggings findings that we got. These are not the gods they believe. They prostrate in front of, they bow down in front of the people's idols. I mean, the people's idols. Now, what is that? The people who live nicely. So, because of their mm, unavailability, because their death, they are not in between them, they missed them. And the art of carving is taught to humans by the evil spirits or what. So they carved them, and whenever they used to remember them, they used to reach that place and praise them. Okay, but the people who are having the strong power, the hand power, the manpower, or the supporters, long gang of supporters, they, in order to make these people bondage, the lower class people or whatever, they divided all the humans into upper, lower, certain parts, Kshatriyas, Brahmanas, Shudra, Vaishyas and Shudras, noble people, noble generation, noble blood, whatever. So then the division started. But no division in this. First the Aryans, the people who lived rightly, who came with the word of God. And the dravidians are the followers of the Aryans, and they too may got the revelation of God. So the masters are every time at the civilizations they existed up to the Isa, up to the Jesus. And afterwards at last the Kalki avatar, the Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So here we can get this. And another interesting thing that you have to note down. So Babylonian priest also reached India in the 3rd century AD. So at that time the Upanishads and these epics are not there, Ramayana and Mahabharata, but Upanishads are there. These are said to be the preachings of Ibrahim, peace and blessing be upon him. So in this also we can find mostly the monotheism, the worshipping of single God. But afterwards, slowly the people got diverted. Okay, this is the thing that you have to understand. But another thing, the cosmology of 4 yugas, these the division of this. So this, if we go, it takes certain long period. We have to come from again top order. I am going to explain the cosmology of Hinduism as well as another religion, comparing with the Sumerian civilization as well as the Babylonian and Mesopotamian and Egyptian. And then this contamination of the religions or the civilizations started when the man started learning or writing, drawing the pictures. That time the exchange of civilizations happened, and as a result the clash was happened, and that clash was led to the biggest asteroid, the business, in between in order to fill the treasures of the kings from the ancient times. I'm not telling the matter of AD, BC. This was happening. This we have to keep in mind. So here we can blindly say that Mahabharata is written by Vedavyasa. If a person is author, so we can't believe the person, he is right or wrong. So in the same way Ramayana, the book is very previous than that. It was also an epic, itihasa, we can't believe, written by author Valmiki. So Gita, same way, Krishna told that during the war of Kurukshetra, in between that, we can't believe. We are not having proper sources. So these are things that you have to follow, children, and you have to keep in mind. We are here searching, we are not doing the religious research, we are finding, because the roots and origins of our India and Telangana are linked with this. We are finding the true origins of the Aryans as well as the Dravidians, the people who are living here, the way we are studying how they lived, and what are the links they are having with other foreign lands such as European continent, the African continent, and Middle East. Okay, let us pray to Mike. It was because of the God. and His Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the professional peer and my master, the Wahidullah Shah Qadir Rahmatullah. May God bless him, and on behalf of him, us, okay, we'll meet tomorrow, inshallah. Until then, goodbye. Happy day. Allah Harappan civilization. And here also it was mentioned that in Rig Veda we are having the similarities of great flood in the various books such as and various civilizations, Sumero-Akkadians, as well as in the Manusmriti, and in the at a time when the Harappa civilization was at its peak, so the priesthood came and it was flourished because of the character. Here we can see Manu. As it happens in the Sumerian mythology and iconography, god Enki is represented by a fish. So a fish was explained to the people by the priest, by the noble Brahmins early in the morning. So good morning to all, and let us continue to our topic. So due to the lack of time and somewhat the universal flag I am going to explain you today. So while referring the books, I got many things here, and in the long classes I was explaining you about the great flood that was happened as per Vedas in the Manusmriti, Noah. Hello guys, welcome back again. So today we are back with our regular topics. So the history of India and Telangana, and along with that the myth of Aryans. The Aryans are the messengers of God. Those who believe for them and those who do not believe. But anyhow, we have started. We have started a regular sessions of the classes. Is called as Manu, the biblical character, prophet, the Mosaic prophet, or the Torah, the book of God, as per them, and the Quran as per Islam. In that we find similar characters. Let us see what our history says. Is the book The Origins of Hinduism in the Harappan civilizations through the